be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Well, you don't see this every day. They're lining up for an onside kick on the opening kickoff. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. And the Mustangs want to crank the tempo.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. He's going to take off. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Unloads it left. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on 4th down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. On the move, it's Riley. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
They're trying to run the ball on 1st down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Wide receiver going in motion. Dropping back, it's Madsen. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Trying to take it back. In with the pick 6. Touchdown. Glad to have you with us from Stillwater, Oklahoma, Boone Pickens Stadium. It's the Arizona State Sun Devils and the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Onside, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Coach Dillingham told me pregame he is very concerned about this crowd. It is a tough place to play, and with this home crowd, he knows that this is going to be one of their biggest challenges so far of the season. Can they get an upset on the road with this crowd noise, with this environment? He says his team has to stay locked in and focused to make it happen on the road today. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And the Cowboys will kick off first, and here we go. He'll bring it out. It's Hamilton. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Arizona State. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
On the run, it's Hawkins. Stopped in the backfield, and the defense comes out sending a message. The Cowboys headed quickly to the line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
That's a pretty sticky coverage right there, man. You play that man-to-man coverage and you have those out-breaking routes. I tell you what, you got to kind of be careful as a QB how much you want to attack that, especially when the coverage is so tight. He does a good job staying glued to the receiver and knocking the football down.
And this is not the way they envisioned the opening drive going with the 3rd and long coming up. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the big fella. He's not quite going to make it to the sticks. It'll be 4th down from the 36. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He'll try to take it back. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover. And this defense wanted to get off the field on the opening drive, keep the offense from establishing momentum. They did better than that. They took the ball away.
Yeah, you got to set the tone, right, on defense. Early in this game on the opening drive, you're trying to kind of draw a line in the sand saying, look, this is who we are. This is what we came to do. We're going to be more physical, and we're going to take the football away. And a play like that, it just galvanizes and energizes the rest of the team.
Brings into the open. Got enough for the first. 10. Touchdown, Sun Devils. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure.
Snags it and he's open. That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Off the play fake. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. And the Cowboys want to move quickly.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Now on 3rd down after that run. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. The throw to the outside is complete. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. The Cowboys look to keep this drive humming.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to...
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for more room. Inside the 30. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Gets the back moving. Laterals it back. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's into the open down the middle. He's at the 10. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys. The defense putting points on the board. This D gave them exactly what they needed, not only with a stop, but with a touchdown.
Yeah, and finding ways to impact the game early in the game, just make impact plays, right? The defense wants to create sacks, create turnovers. Great job creating the turnover and getting points off of it.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Hamilton. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Back to pass, it's Bowling. Going to try to get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. And the Sun Devils can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. Timeout taken by the Sun Devils, their first of 3. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend.
Well, as soon as he got outside the pocket, the defense smelt blood in the water. Everybody started pursuing, and how about the big hit on the QB outside the pocket? At that point, he's a runner. He's not getting protected anymore. Nice job. He felt that one.
All wideouts, no backs. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Rush is on him. He'll try to do it himself. Turning it on. Steered out of bounds at about the 36. 6-yard line, a big pickup, and they are threatening.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Oh, they're after him. He'll pull it down and run. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Connection to the right. And what a throw to get it in there, and they've got it in business in the red zone at the 13.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. He can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes.
Maybe some headed to the end zone. Touchdown ASU. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13.
Number 12, set to kick off.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Oklahoma State sends out the offense to start this drive. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Going for the big play. Pulls it in down the sideline. Off and running. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hamilton. He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it out. Here comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Quarterback may change this route. Makes it past the marker. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
At the 46-yard line. And that's good enough for a first down.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Mack. There's some room. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats.
And this offense, right, they are in a groove. They are in a rhythm, just finding themselves play after play. Everything they're dialing up right now is working. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm not changing a thing. I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing because this defense has had zero answers.
Direct snap. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Back has it. Handoff, Robinson running left. The Cowboys will use their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Direct snap. It's Mack. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on 4th down. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. The holder's going to line it up right at the 30. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. Absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Number 12, kick it away.
On the run from inside his own 5. Brings a return out across the 25, gets a couple of extra yards. He's stopped at the 27-yard line. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Oh, better look out! Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. He's got it along the sideline. Finding some room. Made a defender miss. Touchdown, Cowboys. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Coming out with it, it's Hamilton. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, 1st down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one. The Sun Devils moving quickly to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long.
Nice job by this defense, pinning their ears back, getting to the quarterback, creating the sack. But look at this offense. They aren't deterred. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He's going to run it. Looking down the middle. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Making side adjustments here. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Escapes the pressure going right. Fires toward the target. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. The hurry-up now, 2nd down, clock ticking.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball.
Maybe a crease. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. Timeout taken now by Oklahoma State. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. He caught it. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Coaches talk all the time about finishing halves. Man, that is perfect execution down the stretch. Take the lead, take most of the clock, and you get the ball coming out. Way to close this 1st half. Great execution.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll start this drive with a pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. There he goes. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They want to throw it. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Goes high to pull it in. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for 1 more snap to put up points before the half. 1 more snap coming before halftime. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. And as the clock is winding down here in the 1st half, they'll send out the field goal team. Absolutely center cut. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. He'll put total leather and get this 2nd half started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll go out of bounds at the 22-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answer.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. And the Cowboys in the hurry up. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Well, the quarterback has looked his way early, and he's looked his way often all game long. Now he's got over 150.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He'll take a deep shot here. He's got it, and more than enough for a first down. Finds some room. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Cowboys. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They capped that one off in style, a 74-yarder for the score. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. That's caught. It's Mack. Twin receivers on both sides of the field. It's 2nd and 4. Might be calling a hot route. To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. Oh, he's got some space. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. And the Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to throw again. Pocket breaking down. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. The Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field. The give on the counter. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Yeah, and a great job by the offensive line, seeing the blitz, picking it up, and then it's on the running back. Running back finds the hole, gets a little bit of a crease, makes a nice run out of it.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
And this is an offense that really relies on its running game on that 2nd down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
And the Sun Devils pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. To the air on 1st down. Here's a heat. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his own.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Snap to the back. Touchdown, Arizona State! And they take it in for 6 more points. They got the touchdown, but now they want the 2 to tie this baby up. On the snap, it's Mack. He stopped short on the 2-point conversion attempt. They went right back to the well with the man who scored the touchdown, but he couldn't get it in for the 2. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hawkins. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great job and contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Trying play action. Unloads to the right. Pulls it in. It's Barnes. Oh, he found the space on the right. At the 30. Past the 10. To the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I'll tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
He'll bring it out. It's Hamilton. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Sends it downfield. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. And that one's incomplete as they tried to hit him with a big play on the final snap of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th.
So he found out that the house wasn't theirs.
With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Complete to the left. Breaks into the open. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Sun Devils. The Sun Devils take the lead right back.
And back in the day, you used to line up and your tight end was a blocker and you threw it to him short. Now, these guys are being so dynamic in space and so athletic. Now they can make big, huge plays for your offense and put points on the board in a hurry.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. That last touchdown drive tightened this one up, and we'll see what these guys can do coming down the stretch. Still on his feet at the 45. Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offense.
Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Got some room to run. The 20. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Mack. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Direct snap. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
And, man, that's so frustrating for this defense to get him in third down and short. And look, the first down's almost a touchdown, right? So this is a tough situation. This defense is going to have to bring in big bodies and really sell out somehow, try to get some penetration, try to make a big play on first and goal that can maybe back them up.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. They make the stop for no gain, and that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? And he never had a chance to get the pitch off on the option as he's tackled in the backfield. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. Looking for room, it's Mack. Touchdown ASU! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this fourth quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Right on the money. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
And that's a perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way.
Caught, and he's got room. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time, because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Makes a catch. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your second and third read some, but we've got to stay aggressive.
Running inside. It's Hawkins. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
The Cowboys will have it 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield on first down. Stepping to the right. Turning it on. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game.
Well, I'll tell you, he picked a good time to have his longest run of the day. Really nice job there, feeling the pressure, buying himself some time, and then taking off and getting north. And just so gifted when he's in the open field. That's going to really give a jolt to his offense.
Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, he'll try to throw. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming.
Eagle, check, eagle, rush.
Looking to fire. Lets it fly. Pistols firing. Touchdown Cowboys. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. The Cowboys fall back on top.
Now, you talk about finishing games with a purpose, with a plan, executed to perfection, taking almost all of the clock, executing brilliantly down the stretch of this football game, making plays, and taking the lead late in this ball game.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Offense changing the play. On the direct snap, it's Hamilton. Could be an alley. Touchdown, Arizona State! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Game winner.
The Sun Devils take the lead.
That Wildcat, man. That Wildcat a motherfucker. Mm-hmm. I just...
Ain't nobody gonna say bless you? Bless you. I did. In my cover.
Man, say, ain't nobody got reflexes like that. Oh, my God.
Welcome to Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. It's the Baylor Bears and the Arizona State Sun Devils. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
If you haven't been to Tempe, Arizona to a college football game at Arizona State, it definitely should be on your bucket list. This is one of the most unique stadiums in all of college sports, built into the side of a mountain. You literally can go for a hike and watch the college football game. They have one of the most fun atmospheres in all of the stadiums, and they have built a concourse that is definitely worth a visit. A little club scene gets you going if you want to watch the Sun Devils. Reese?
Appreciate that, Holly. And the Bears headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. He'll start the return inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Quarterback making adjustments. Back has it. He never had a chance to get it to the edge, and first play of the game, and you're already behind the sticks.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
To the air, it's Boley. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Sun Devils are in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Firing to the right, complete. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get up.
Sprinting away. And after the huge scramble, he slides and gets down. Terrific run to get out of trouble. And the Sun Devils have this offense rolling. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for the season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And back to the air on second down. Fired in there, but incomplete.
And this has been a really good first drive, man. You talk about scripting the first however many plays. It's different for all the coordinators. Nice drive down the field. Now set up in a third down situation. Let's stay aggressive. Let's capitalize on this momentum.
Touchdown, Sun Devils! On the sideline, got it in the end zone.
Man, great first drive by this offense. Capped off. Goal situation. A lot of times thinking run. They got a perfect play scripted. Take advantage of the defense, get the passing touchdown, and get this party started right.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The run inside. It's Morris. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Flagway under fire. Gets away. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And a flag comes in as this one falls incomplete. Let's see what the call is. Remember, if your entire body is past the line of scrimmage when you throw the football, that's a penalty. He was, and the penalty will be accepted. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters. And
guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Flagway to throw for it on 4th. Lets it fly. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Offense in an empty set. Wants to throw on 1st down. He lets it fly. And he went for it all in the first play of the drive and come up empty.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. And that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
He's not afraid to go deep. What a catch. Just beat the defender. The Sun Devils come to the line in the hurry-up. To the air on 1st down. Escapes the pressure to his right. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. There's the pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. Timeout taken by the Sun Devils, their first of 3. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Might be changing the route. On the direct snap, it's Mack. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown ASU. On to attempt the try. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Here he comes from inside his own 5. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They go play action with Lagway. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
Finds a crease at the 20. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. The Bears want to pick up the tempo.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time...
Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Sun Devils offense makes its way onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got him right where they want him. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. There's timeout on the field. Arizona State calls it second. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. Wants to fire on second down. Never has to leave the pocket and fires over the middle. Pulls it in down the middle. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. And guys, that one's just on the quarterback. You have to know where the play clock is and get the snap off in time. Trying to find the end zone. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Wants to adjust the pattern. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. This drive will open from the 15. Here's Lagway to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Morris.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Fires to the wideout. Smith's got it. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the second half, we're going to be telling old war stories, right? Like back in my day, and Jesse did this, and I did that. So, I mean, come on, offense. Let's put this together. Let's keep this game competitive.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Throwing, Lagway. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Everybody good? Everybody okay?
The Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Smith. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. And the Bears racing to the line in the hurry-up. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Touchdown, Bears! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone.
And that's exactly what the offense needed right there. A touchdown here, and I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the second quarter, they finally were able to punch one in the end zone, and that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime, but they've got to play much better in the second half.
He'll bring it out. It's Hamilton. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He wants to go deep. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but 2nd down's coming up.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, and just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that, they're taking deep shots way down the field, but give the defense credit. They were ready for it, forcing that incompletion.
Now the Sun Devils calling their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Direct snap. It's Hamilton. Picks up the first down. He'll go out of bounds, but a solid pickup on the run. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Quarterback making checks. Snap to the back. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. Direct snap. Wide open spaces. Thought for a minute they were going to turn that into a score. They get the big play, but time runs out here in the half. Just about set to get this second half underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's... right there. The Bears offense makes its way onto the field. Those two first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here after the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Lagway wants to throw. Pressure coming. Working that left side now. At the 45 on his way. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down. And the Bears will hustle to the line.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Back to throw, it's Lagway. He'll take the deep shot. Got it in stride inside the 20. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. First and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Lagway to the air again. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Bears! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. Can't get him to the ground. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
And the Sun Devils getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. He slings it deep to the left. Makes the grab on the big throw. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I was about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Lagway. Here comes the heat. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Bringing it back.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3/4 of a football game.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The give to the back. Makes him talk to the hand. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3/4 of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. The option look. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
On the snap, it's Hamilton. There's a crease. Snowed under by the defense. The Bears call a timeout. That'll be their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Back has it. And he forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. It's 4th and 15, but the offense will stay on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. Converts on 4th down. Still going. He's got enough.
Oh, yeah, we rolling with Arizona State when we get a good Tier 3 game.
Uh-oh.
Remember, no direct eye contact.
Below the ocean surface lies the remnants of a forgotten past.
It's like going in a time machine. This is a marine biologist's dream.
Before the age of dinosaurs, seas were ruled by monster prehistoric sharks.
This is truly nightmare-fuel.
Super predators with terrifying adaptations.
Structures off their head that look like animals. Head spines. Scissoring jaws.
These sharks will have nothing to see today.
Formidable predator that you did not want to get in front of.
Now teams of scientists from around the world
Might have something.
Yeah.
will scour the darkest depths, digging for evidence in the unlikeliest places.
That's what 50-foot shark.
Things really are bigger in Texas.
To resurrect the strangest, biggest, and most fearsome Jurassic sharks. Sharks are among the oldest living marine species on the planet.
Sharks are older than trees themselves. They've been ruling the oceans for hundreds of millions of years.
Before dinosaurs controlled the land and air, the oceans were full of prehistoric predatorial nightmares.
We're talking about sharks that were larger than white sharks. Massive, hyper-predatory sharks with a lot of weird body style.
But not all
About four.
for long. Deadlier predators or mass extinctions mean that these predators only reigned for a small era before the next one came along.
In the shadow of Mount Fuji, Japan, marine biologist Austin Gallagher is spearheading an expedition to an ancient canyon, thousands of feet below the surface.
Suruga Bay is the deepest bay in Japan, and it is the perfect location to study ancient sharks. It's like going in a time machine.
Once an ancient marine battleground, Suruga Bay is filled with bizarre creatures and survivors of that forgotten era.
It's home to species like the frilled shark, the ghost shark, and the goblin shark, species that used to swim alongside these Jurassic sharks.
These living fossil sharks are the last links between the present and the past.
Living fossil is a species that exists today that shows traits of a much more ancient early design, traits that were common millions of years ago. Finding these living fossil sharks will help us better understand what this ancient battleground looked like, allowing us to bring these extinct Jurassic sharks through animation like never before. I think that this bay was home to some of the most insane-looking super predators that ever lived in the oceans, like the scissor tooth and the
I want to play one more.
Two
I'm gonna play one more.
The scissor tooth and buzzsaw sharks were 25-foot monsters with nightmarish jaw adaptations that have baffled scientists for generations.
Nothing like it.